Hello everyone, Dr. Bortolotti here, and welcome to English 110. Just a couple of things that I thought I would do for you this week. I try to always audio record my lessons and my lectures just in case you want to review what we went over in class, or if you miss class for whatever reason, you can always catch up uh, by viewing my audio lectures. So just a couple of things to get us started. Here I am in Blackboard, and we will be working in Blackboard even though we meet on campus in person. Um, we work in Blackboard. The very first thing I want to tell you is that please invest, uh, buy a memory stick, sometimes called a flash drive. You can find them cheaply these days. The ICC bookstore has got them for about 12 bucks. Best Buy, Walgreens, places like that. Invest in one. You're going to need it. And don't lose it. Okay, that's the first thing. The next thing is I want to go over the different categories that I've got here in Blackboard for you. And remember, all your different classes, your different professors may set up Blackboard differently. So unfortunately for you, you just have to learn how to adapt from class to class, but you'll get used to it. Here are the different categories I've got for this class, and the ones that we will concentrate on for this first week will be primarily the top of this page right here, the top of this drop-down box right here. Weekly lessons, the syllabus, something I call email etiquette, and something called the MLA citation tool. If we go into the weekly lessons like I just have open here for you, you will see different folders. And if you were to click on these things, inside will be the different lessons for this week. And I will talk about this more in just a second. If you click on the syllabus, which is right here, it'll open up a PDF. If you click on this link here, here's the PDF coming up. And here's the syllabus for the course. Now, primarily, most of this stuff is just for your own information. There's really nothing in here that you need to be concerned with. My classroom rules are basically pretty simple. I'm pretty easygoing, casual, just about take anything from students, and always will work with you one-on-one if there's a problem or situation. This is the syllabus whether you're in my Monday, Wednesday class or my Tuesday, Thursday class. I no longer have an office on either campus because I'm no longer a full-time instructor. I have gone down to part-time status because I am easing my way into retirement. So I only have 2 classes this term, and that's my way of, like I said, easing my way into retirement. So I don't have any office hours posted because I don't have an office. But if you need to meet with me, we can meet before and after class, or we can arrange some other meeting time and place. This first page is stuff you don't need to be concerned about. Primarily, the information on the second page is that we will be working in Microsoft Word. Google Docs is acceptable, but all my lectures and all my examples are done in Word, so you may have to adapt to that as well. Keep hard copies of everything, and like I said, invest in that thumb drive. You won't be sorry. Okay. Late work is something that I just will negotiate with you on a one-to-one basis. And as far as plagiarism is concerned, I've been in ICC for several years now, and I've never once had anybody plagiarize anything. The bottom line is don't do it because the college does take it really, really seriously. Okay, up at the top of the page again, here is my email. You can always email me if you have a question or if you want to set up a meeting. Notice I don't have a phone number because like I said, I don't have an office. All right, so I'm going to close that and go back to this. Let's go back to the weekly lessons, and you'll see that what is this being displayed here is the week 1 broken up into 2 parts because I have 2 assignments this week, which are very easy. And primarily what you're going to be concerned with is this first thing is a skills test, and this is basically Microsoft Word skills. Okay, and I'll be going over that in just a second. Also, you'll see here's a link to the lecture that you're listening to right now if you want to go back and listen to anything I'm talking about. But what I want to talk about right now is once that you create your assignments, how do you submit it to a Dropbox? So notice this. Here is the file, and I will give you your files. Okay? All of the assignments, I will give you an example, and you will take that example and use it as a basis for your own work. Why? Because it's already set up in the right font, the right font type, the right font size, double spacing, the correct margins, and everything. So there's no need for you to set up any default settings. Everything will be done for you in my examples. So you'll open up this file and then save it as your own. Here is the Dropbox, and let me show you how this thing looks, how it looks. You come in here, and you're ready to give me your assignment. And all of your assignments, like I said, even though we're meeting in class, all of your assignments will be submitted to this Dropbox, or a Dropbox. Okay, so I'm going to open this baby up, and it's going to look like this. It tells you how many points the assignment is worth, and it's going to ask you, where did you save this file? Go browse and go get that file. Where did you save, in this first example, where did you save that skills test? It should be on your memory stick, your flash drive, right? Create a folder for this class on that flash drive. Save everything to that folder, English 110. You browse that folder, go pick something out. I'm just going to go pick up anything. It doesn't matter what I put in here. This is just an example. And it will show you, there's the assignments. Okay? In this case, it'll say skills test. And come down here and you hit submit. And then the engine is processing it, and your assignment will appear here. And if it does, then you know you submitted correctly. Right? So that's how you do the Dropbox. It's really simple. You come in here, click the name of the Dropbox that you're sending the assignment to, search where you saved it, and simply submit it to the Dropbox. It's that easy. Okay, so let's go on to the very first assignment, which is going to be this skills test. Let me open it for you. You can see what it looks like. Okay, you see here in my example, this is for my Tuesday, Thursday class, but my Monday, Wednesday class can certainly use this exact same file. What this is a test. I want to see what your Microsoft Word skills are like. Okay, so this little exercise is for you to follow these directions and complete the different commands. For example, the very first thing it asks you to do is save this document to your flash drive. Okay, and then reopen the file, and then name the file with your last name. Okay, all right. Can you see this up here? See up here in the blue bar at the top? This is the original name of the file. I want to name this with my last name because I've got 24 people in this class, and I want you, when you send me your assignments, I want your name as part of the file name. So here's how you do it. You take your mousey, and once again, I'm working in Microsoft Word. You come up here, File, left-click File, Save As, then browse to where your thumb drive is. Now, I don't have a thumb drive in here right now. Actually, I do. It's right here. and then save the file with your last name. Okay, this is just, I'm using this as an example. And then once you hit save, and you know that you're in your thumb drive, hit save, and up here in the little blue box, you'll see now you've renamed it successfully. And now it is your file that you can change. You come in here, and here's Sam Jones, and everything else is right. Here's the due date. You don't need to change that. So you've done, pardon me, you've done number 1. That's the first thing we just did, number 1. Number 2, reformat the entire document, both pages, to double space. And you'll see there is a second page of this. So reformat the entire document, pardon me, to double space. Okay, change this to what needs to be changed, type your name in here, etc., etc. Just follow these directions. Now, some of these things might be a little tricky. You may not know how to do them. For example, the page header. Here's the page header. In my class, and this is number, let's see here, number 5. Numbers 4 and 5. Change the page header to your last name. Do not change the page number. So I want this to read your last name. Let's say your name is Smith. So you want to change Jones to Smith. There are a couple ways you can open this. I'm going to right click on Jones, edit header, and don't get rid of this number. Just double click on the word Jones and type in Smith. And hit the red X when you're done. However, you're not done, because number 5 asks you to reformat the page header so they appear starting on page 2. So before you leave this, before you exit out, come up here and hit different first page. Okay, I'll do that again. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to change this to my last name. Don't mess with the number. And before you hit the red X, come up here and hit different first page. Once again, over here, I've right-clicked on Jones. I have right-clicked on Jones. Change it to your last name, whatever it is, before you hit the red X. If you hit different first page, it takes the header off of the first page, and it appears at the top of the second page only, which is what my classroom standard is. Then you can exit out, bing, and then you're good to go. So once again, in my classes, when you have a student heading on the first page, I don't require a page header on the first page. Okay, if I want to change this back to Smith, easy enough. Or if I want to change it back to Jones, easy enough. Okay. The other one that you might have a little bit of problems with, because you may not know how to do this, it's this comment balloon. Sometimes when you send me stuff electronically, I will print it out for you and then actually mark up the paper with a pen or a pencil or something. But sometimes I may send it back to you via email, and I'll mark up your work using these comment balloons. Pardon me. I give you some type of comments, good job, or correct this, or correct that, or whatever. Before you send me back your next draft, get rid of these comment balloons so it doesn't confuse me or you. So you open up the comment balloon, you right click on the white space, and delete comment. Open up the comment balloon, open up the white space, click the white space, right click, delete comment. Once again, you open up the balloon, click on the white space, bing, and delete comment. And the rest of this should be pretty self-explanatory. Okay? Like I said, I'll be helping you guys in class, but this is my audio lecture in case you want to go back and listen to all the different steps.